everyone, my name is Dana Collymore and welcome to my book talk today. For our talk today, I've selected the book called Birdspell by Valerie Shared. Now, as I'm starting my book talk, you might wonder why I have chosen this interesting setting to talk to you from. Now, it doesn't look like very much. It's a bit of a blank room, no furniture to be seen, and only cushions on the floor. Now, this isn't very comfortable here, but it is also a reality for our main character of our story. The main character we have in the story is Corbin Hayes, and this unfortunately is his reality in his home. So come with me now while I get you hooked on our story, Birdspell. So as mentioned, Birdspell follows the main character, Corbin Hayes. Now, he is young, he's only in middle school, but he serves as the only stable force in his household. His father is always continuously traveling for work, and his mother struggles with bipolar disorder. His mother's illness has meant that he's constantly moving. He's always going to new schools and is always in a state of financial instability. Corbin is forced to act beyond his age to be tracking his mother's behavioral patterns and holding part-time jobs. This turbulent life has made Corbin shy away from his neighbors and his peers at school. He's forced to reach outside of his comfort zone, though, and accept help when his mom begins to spiral during a very dark period. Unlikely characters, including a grouchy neighbor, a pet bird that we see on the cover, and his mom's boyfriend, all come to support Corbin during his biggest moment of need. So in this novel, we have some themes about mental health, about trauma, emotions, but mainly our big topic is compassion and kindness. Now, my impression of this book and my recommendation for you is this, to me, is a 5 out of 5 or a 5-star book. What really drew me in about this is actually the author, Valerie. So she has some connections to her own main character. Herself as a child was always moving around. Her father was in the armed forces and was moving the family across Canada as well as international. So she's able to connect to Corbin in never making those connections and always being on the move. In her adult life, she has a very unique job and home situation. She, aside as being an author, she's also the director of a teen group home, and in her own home, she's also fostered 70 teens herself. So with all these experiences in her childhood as well as in her adulthood, I really think she has a unique voice and has a perspective that really brings Corbin to life in the story. Now, this book had me on the edge of my seat all the way until the final chapters. I was really questioning how Corbin's problem was going to be resolved and if he was actually going to be getting a happily ever after. So to end off and to give you one last hook, I would like to give you a quote from the book in the final chapters. So like I said, it's all the way close to the end. I am close to the end here, and this is where our quote is going to be coming from. So here, Corbin is saying, "But so what? Being surrounded by strangers was my normal. Why I let myself make that mistake was beyond me. I knew better than to make friends, to get to know neighbors, or let people in. The bottom line was, it's always been me and mom against the world, because family is the only thing that matters, and she's all that I had. I won't forget that next time. All that does is leave a person feeling like he's been kicked in the gut when it's time to walk away." So I'm going to leave you there and give you the recommendation to go out to your local library and find Valerie Shared's newest book and walk with Corbin through his roller coaster days and see what influence a green parakeet can have on a middle school boy.